We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a packed slate because it's the day before Thanksgiving. So all the NHL, all the NBA you guys will want, need, all that fun jazz, a lot of it. So we're going to be getting into all of that. We don't have any football today. Today ends the 20-something day streak of football, just to have a full day of football tomorrow. There's no action today. But we have plenty of college basketball as well. I'm going to have way too much action on today's slate, but that's fine. Because let's go over yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it was a good day yesterday. We finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and no. Sounds about right. 9 and 5 in college basketball. Tim will go over that. I went 2 and 2 in the NBA. The Sixers. No Embiid. No. Who else?
Harden, no Maxey.
No Harden. No Maxey. No problem. They win outright. They say, "The hell with your points. We're gonna win this game outright." Memphis Grizzlies suck. Denver Nuggets suck, and the Lakers suck, which is fine because I had their team total under 110.5. So I went 2 and 2 yesterday in the NBA. New York Rangers money line, never in doubt. I totally didn't mark that a loser at the end of the first period when they were down 2-0 and looked like crap. And then in action, I had 2 plays on the same team from the same game because the line moved. I originally got -7.5 with the Ohio Bobcats, the best team in Ohio. And it moved down to a 6.5. And I was like, hey, I'm going to hit it again. So I hit it again, -6.5 with the Bobcats. 2-unit win with the Ohio Bobcats. Once again, the best team in Ohio. And that actually makes sense that I'm saying that because of the shirt I'm wearing today. But because yesterday that didn't make any sense when I was saying that with the OSU shirt on. But yeah, overall yesterday I think I finished up around 6 units. So it was a really nice day and a really nice bounce back after what had been like a little bit of a lull week last week. So nice little profit yesterday. Looking to do that again today with a ton of action.
Yes, yesterday was actually a really good day. Kind of a bounce back from what we've been doing this week. Up 5.43 units on the site. Go through those. LSU -5 and a hook, cash. Under in the LIU game, cash. The LIU Sharks +14 and a hook, cash. Arkansas State -3, cash. The over, loser. Bradley, loser. Bowling Green in basketball +15 against Notre Dame. They lost by 16. Missed it by a point. Under in the Miami of Ohio game for football, cash that one. Ohio -7, cash. Y'all -2, cash in basketball. The Bonnies -8, cash. Philly +8, cash. Weber State +7, outright winner. Memphis didn't show. They kind of fell flat. They lost by 4. We had them on the money line. University of Maryland East Shore -1 and a hook, cash. The over in the Nuggets game, loser. The under in the Oral Roberts game wasn't even close. Alcorn State, I'll get to that one in a minute. Albany +2.5, and the Rangers winner. Alcorn State +7 and a hook. Looked good. Went into overtime. Looked good. Went into double overtime. They lost by 12.
Overtime is where underdogs go to die sometimes.
Yeah, double overtime especially. So that one kind of hurt, but it happens. We got a big card for today. I don't know if Nick, if you put any. I don't know if you put any NHL on the site yet, but
not yet. I'm gonna.
I have all my. Yeah, I have all the plays.
I'm gonna do that after the show.
Okay.
When I have all my stuff finalized.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll work our way from there. Let's effing go. Thanks for the B-ball picks yesterday, Tim. Love you, boo-boo. Appreciate it. I definitely marked the Rangers as a loser when they went down by 2. LL, thank God they got their shit together. Yep. And once again, we've been doing this for the last couple of days, at least live betting wise, Nick. I live bet the Rangers team total over 4 and a hook with about 6 minutes to go, and we got the empty netter. That's what I've been doing lately. Is I've been betting team total overs. So
that's been nice. Yeah.
Yo. What's up, Joe? How we doing? Had a great day. There you go. We did too. Chia. Let's get it. That ECU game got up to plus 1,100 before they came back and won. Wild. Hey, ECU's going to shock everyone, make the bracket, and win the natty. Let's get it. Oh, no, they're not. They're not. I'm joking. Maybe fade Toledo on the back-to-back against Northern Kentucky. It's a thought. Newsflash, a lot of teams are playing back-to-backs right now. Any of those neutral site games are all back-to-backs. Actually, some of them are even back-to-back-to-backs. So 3 days in a row. But just keep that in mind. There is no real back-to-backs. Oh, there is, but a lot of people are having them. Starts in 10 minutes. I will say for those, we have no value on any of them. So I decided to have a little bit of fun. I did Northern Kentucky plus 4 in the first half, LIU plus 3.5 in the first half, and Rhode Island minus 1.5 in the first half. And then I teased those as well for full games. So Northern Kentucky plus 11 a hook, Illinois State plus 8 a hook, and what did I do? Oh, whoops. I did Illinois plus 8.5 hook, even though I have Rhode Island first half. Good job, Tim. And then Long Island plus 11. Whoops. Anyways, Montreal was my only loser, was 2-0 in 10 seconds. Yes, it was. It was 52
I'm mad I didn't pull the trigger on Buffalo yesterday.
That was fantastic.
I was leaning that way.
Love to see it.
That was the quote-unquote
NBA
yesterday.
Kings, Pistons, Sixers. Nice work. Hey, guys. What's up, Markel? We'll go ahead. We'll start off by doing a college basketball play because we always kind of mention those before we jump into all that stuff to do. No, okay, I'm just going to delete your card. I'm going to just have that scrolling through because that's all of our records for all the different sports. We'll start off with this game, Nick.
Yeah, and I will type in my my what do you call it? My card as we go along.
Yeah, I'll just talk over and then I'll recap it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll kick it on off here though. We got some Flyers and Badgers here. Dayton -2 against Wisconsin. Total 121.5. What's your thoughts?
I think the wrong team is favored. I like Wisconsin in this game. We have them as a 4.5 point favorite, so getting them as a 2-point dog seems very appetizing. I actually messed this one up because it's not it's versus because it is on a neutral court. But I really do like Wisconsin in this game. I think they get the job done. I think Dayton's a little bit overrated because they started off the season ranked. They have a loss already this year, and their loss was to UNLV. I think Wisconsin's the play in this one. I'm going to take them plus the 2 points. So that's our free play for that one. I will say all the other plays for college basketball are up on the site. If you guys are interested in that one, check that out at the EarleSportsBets.com website. Morning to the Twins, a.k.a. the Wins. Nick, much better shirt today.
I knew you would like that.
Y'all love East Carolina plus -5? Yes. And the only reason why here, I'll bring up the reason why. I will say we did not make it an official play, but when I was scrolling through Twitter and they showed off that those are the jerseys for today, yeah, you already know. You already know. I bet my Pirates. So yes,
those are some beautiful jerseys.
East Carolina plus the minus the 5 today. Sure. Let's get it.
I swear though, when I'm at those games, when I see those jerseys and when like they're not looking towards me and it's just the back of the jersey, I keep thinking those look like Laker jerseys.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, they're purple and gold, like the Lakers.
All right, Nick. Let's jump into some NBA, and we'll power through those, and then we'll power through your hockey because there is a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah, I got 4 plays on the NBA slate, so nothing huge for me as I just typed those into my Twitter. But Minnesota Timberwolves are minus 1.5 at the Indiana Pacers in this one here. Total of 236 in this game. Let me get up my projected line. I have Indiana as a half-point favorite in this game, and I have this game projected at 237.5. So I see about 1.5 value on the over. I see about 2 points of value with the Pacers. None of them were enough for me to get involved in this game. So, like a bunch of the games today, it's a pass.
I went and grabbed the Pacers. They are, I'm going to say, the hottest team against the spread right now because they've covered in 9 out of their last 10 games. I was trying to figure out why the line was moving. There's no significant injuries today, so nothing out of the ordinary. I do really like the Pacers. I've been on them a lot this year. I have their futures for them to over their win total. This is a Pacers team that I'll back for a while, and they're a home dog, so I went and grabbed them today.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame you there. It just wasn't enough value for me.
That's fine. I had Pistons money line and Mount St. Mary's money line. There you go. Mavs. You're taking the Mavs against the Celtics. I'm not going to talk you off of a dog. Timberwolves, I'm against you. What's up, my guys? Let's get it today. Let's cash. Hit the like button. Social appreciation, subscribe, and share. Tim, lots of NBA games. Let's find some value. We need some Thanksgiving money from the bookies. Let's get it, Marcos. Let's get it. We'll go ahead and head over to this game, Nick.
Yeah, this one's the one I got involved with. And this may be a trap I'm falling into, but I don't care. Charlotte Hornets are 4.5-point home favorites, total of 214.5 in this game, which feels low for a Hornets game. Right? I have this game projected. Yeah. I have this game projected for 213.5 though. And I have Philly as a 3-point favorite, and I get it. No Embiid, whatever.
Back to back.
I don't care. The Hornets are not a team I trust laying points at all, especially against a Philly team which can hold their own. I took 4.5 here at Philadelphia. I'm right back on the Sixers again today. The Sixers are a team I noticed I've backed a decent amount so far this season, and I'm going to be right back on them today. So I saw value in it. No Embiid. Who cares? Give me the Sixers.
Yeah. I'm on the over. With no Embiid, the defense is going to be not as good for Philly. That has a top 3 defense this year. At the moment, they're number 3 in terms of points per game. They're not a high-scoring team, which is why the total is 214.5. But playing in Charlotte allowing 115 points a game. I think that this is going to be a little bit of a higher scoring game in terms of that strength. I like the over 214 and a hook. I just think that it's the Charlotte doesn't play defense. I could easily see Philly getting to 110 by themselves in this game. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the over 214 and a hook in this game and just ride with that one. So, over for this one.
Don't mind that.
There you go. Picks from Dave. We know your tricks. Appreciate it, though. Good morning. I like Indy today. Maybe over Indy. Been covering. Yeah, they've been covering a lot. Sam Houston State today. I got the -5 and their team total at 69. Sam Houston. What do we got them at? I'm trying to find that game. My spreadsheet. Where is Sam Houston? Sam Houston. I can't find them on my spreadsheet.
Good job.
There they are. I got them as a 5 and a hook. So that's about right. So go ahead. Have fun with it. I like Charlotte tonight. That's fair. Hornets -4.5. I think the Sixers spent all that they had last night in an emotional victory over the ex-girlfriend Simmons. That's fair. Maybe over in Charlotte. Yes, over 100%. Sixers money line. Good luck. Mason Plumlee 8 rebounds. I don't hate it. Is Bulls legend Jimmy Butler playing tonight? If so, Heat money line. He probably is. I can only imagine. But I don't know at the moment. We'll go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers are 8-point home favorites against the Portland Trailblazers in this one. Total 214 in this game. I have this game at a 7, and I have this game at a 214. So no value on this. The total 1 point of value towards the Blazers in this game. No play for me.
By the way, Jimmy Butler's out today. Now this is not a game I want to go after. Normally, I would say I love going after Portland at plus points. No damn right now, which is kind of killing their mojo. Cleveland's a really good team too. It's hard for me to go against Cleveland at the moment with how strong they've looked. 7-1 at home, 6-1-1 against the spread at home for Cleveland. I would kind of lean towards the Cavs, but I didn't need to go after this game. I got 5 plays today. So, Heat -1. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Heat -1. They're up to a -3 on according to covers, so I don't hate that. Charlotte over. Yes, Charlotte over. We'll go ahead to this game, Nick. Over the border.
Yeah. This is one I like. Toronto Raptors are 2.5-point home favorites. Total of 222 in this game. I have this game power ranked at Toronto -6. And I have them I have the total at 221 in this game. So it's a 1 point lean towards an under in this game. But I really like the Raptors in this spot. We have Brooklyn coming in on a second half of a back-to-back, and I see value in the line with Toronto. I said that I didn't feel like laying the 2.5 points, and I laid $1.40 here with the Toronto Raptors. That's not a terrible price in my opinion. And I don't have to worry about free throws at the end of the game or anything like that. Just win the damn game, Raptors, and that's all I got to worry about. So Raptors money line -140 is where I went here.
I don't hate it because I'm kind of with you. I'm on the Raptors as well. I got them at -127 last night, so I got a little bit of a better line on it. Yeah, the Nets are coming off of second leg to back-to-back. Toronto is a team that I love to back at home. 6-1 at home this year. 5-2 against the spread at home this year. So they've been a really solid team at home. And even though I know there's no Pascal Siakam, they haven't had him pretty much all month, so it does not matter anyway. Scotty Barnes is considered day-to-day, so we'll see whether or not he plays. But you get this Brooklyn Nets team that is a mess. And I'll take Toronto at home all day. Give me the Raptors. Charlotte -2 in college basketball. Sure, we have them as a 3.5-point fave. Dayton -2. Nope. We went over that game earlier, and I said Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin today. We'll go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we will be heading to Miami. Miami's 2.5-point home favorites, total of 210 against the Washington Wizards. I have Miami as a 5-point favorite in this game. My projected total is a 212, so 1.5-point lean towards an over, about a 2.5-point lean towards the Heat. If I could have gotten it at a 2, I would have taken the Heat money line in this game. I'm very strict on the way I make my plays. I need for sides at least 3 points of value and totals at least 4 points of value, and that's the way I've been betting the NBA this year. So I'm strict on that half point. So I needed this at a 2 in order to make a play on the Heat. It's a 2.5. It's a no play for me.
That is 100% fair. I wanted nothing to do with this game. Jimmy Butler remains out. Bradley Beal is questionable. Bam Adebayo is probable. Harrow has a Q tag next to his name. He's questionable. Stress has been upgraded from out to questionable. There's just a lot of question marks in this game. And when it comes to it, I didn't really need to go after it. So this is a pass for me. So
Tough enough trying to predict these games. Nevertheless, trying to predict who the hell is going to play in them.
Pass on Cleveland game. I do like Toronto. They ball hard, especially at home. Correct. Hey, bros, it's been a minute. How are you guys? Doing good, doing good. Any thoughts on today's soccer game between Belgium and Canada? Yeah, take Belgium because Canada's not a real country. I, to be honest, Cody, we're not soccer people. We don't claim to be soccer people. Um, I've bet one soccer play so far, and it already lost because I had Germany plus Belgium in a money line parlay. So, um, there you go.
The New York Jets informed that quarterback Zach Wilson is not starting Sunday's game versus the Chicago Bears.
Flacco?
I don't know, but it makes me feel absolutely terrible that I've already laid 4.5 points with the Jets now.
No, it makes me feel better. We might actually have an offense.
Yeah,
Let's move on to this game.
Yeah, the Boston Celtics are 4.5 point home favorites, total 218.5 against the Dallas Mavericks. I have this game projected at a 219 for the total and a 4 for the side, so it's a half point lean towards the Mavericks. It's a half point lean towards the over. It's a no play for me.
I'm going to stay off this one. This one would be a fun game to watch, but not to necessarily bet. Boston is Jason Tatum is questionable. Dinwiddie questionable. I don't know. I'm not high on Dallas this year. I am not high on Dallas. If I had to lean anywhere, I'm laying the points with Boston, who's been phenomenal so far this year. 13-4 record at 6-1 at home. They haven't really been as good covering, but they've won 9 out of their last 10 games against a Dallas team that's 1-9 against the spread in their last 10. So a team that is 9-7, Nick, is 4-11-1 against the spread. So Dallas, not a good team to back against the spread so far this year. Just not a game that I'm going to go after today. Lean towards the Celtics in this one.
So they're the ultimate definition of good teams. Good teams win, great teams cover, and they're just a good team.
Yeah, they're just a good team. But we'll go ahead and keep rolling through some of these games, Nick.
Yeah, we will go on to Atlanta here, where the Hawks are 5.5 point home favorites against the Sacramento Kings. Oof, I think this is the highest total we've seen all year. 240?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Defense optional in this game. I have this game projected for 240 as the total, and I have the Hawks as 6.5 point home favorites in this matchup here. So 1 point lean towards the Hawks in this game, but no play for me.
I have a play in this one. I like the Kings, and I got it at 6 on a hook yesterday, and I see some 5s now. This is a Kings team that's been making us a lot of money. 12-4 against the spread this so far this year. I know they're on a second leg of a back-to-back. I don't particularly care. They're 6-1 against the spread on the road, and they've been playing some really good basketball lately. They are 10-6 this year. That is, I believe, top 4 right now in the Western Conference. The Sacramento Kings. Get a load of that. I'm pulling up the standings just to make sure. Yeah, number 3 in the or tied for 3rd in the West with the Clippers, and just behind the Jazz and the Suns. A win today. And they could, the Jazz are playing today and they're 11.5 point favorites. Never mind. I was going to say Kings could be number 1 in the West. But I don't, exactly. I wish somebody would have said that they were going to be good this year. But anyways, I like the Kings today. I think they win outright today. So Kings plus the points.
All right.
We'll keep on rolling through. We got this game.
Yes, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're hosting the Denver Nuggets in this game. Denver, 3-point road favorites, total 232.5 in this one. I have this game projected for Denver minus a half a point, so it's a 2.5 point lean towards the Thunder. Give me 3 and a hook. I'll be on OKC. And then I have this game projected for 226. So I did make a play on this game, though. And I took the under 232.5, Thunder and Nuggets. I saw 6.5 points of value here on this under. This line's a little too high for me, so under.
Yeah, this line wasn't out for me until early this morning, so I didn't really jump on it just yet. I'm leaning heavy towards the home dog in Oklahoma City. I'm probably gonna end up taking Oklahoma City today. We'll see. I have to I'll probably gonna be grabbing them. Nuggets coming off of that loss yesterday to Detroit. Um, kind of pathetic loss there, but it happens. Um, Oklahoma City is a scrappy team. I'll give them that. Um, I don't have anything on this game at the moment, but I would be leaning towards Oklahoma City in this game, Nick.
All right.
What's your number on Sam Houston game? -5 and a hook. I thought it would go over, but the line has dropped. Might stay away. Oh, the total. I don't think we had a total because it was an adding game, and we didn't do any of the adding games.
Yeah.
SGA 30 points today. I could see that. I could see SGA 30 points. Let's keep on rolling. We only got 4 more NBA games left, Nick.
Yeah, as I'm trying to cap the rest of a couple games for the NHL where the teams are on back-to-backs. But Milwaukee 6.5-point home favorites against the Bulls, total 222.5. I have this game projected for Milwaukee -6.5 and for 219. So 3.5 points of value on the under in this game. Give me 223. I'll take an under in this game. Give me the 4 points of value on a total. No value on the side. It's a pass for me at the moment.
Just be careful with the total, just because it went from 218 and a hook to 222.5. So it's moving up. So probably not something. I know you don't care about that, but just be careful when it comes to that. I did not bet this game, although I do lean towards the Bucks, who are 9-1 at home this year and 7-3 against the spread at home. They play good basketball at home, and the only game that they did not win at home was against Atlanta. So not even a bad loss at home. So definitely a look towards Milwaukee minus the points, but just not something I pulled the trigger on.
Yeah.
I did pull the trigger on this game, and it's gross.
Oh, I like the grossness of the game. All right. New Orleans Pelicans are 7-point road favorites with a total of 230 in this game. I have the Pelicans as 6-point favorites in this game. So 1 point lean towards these Spurs, total 229. So a 1 point lean towards the under. It's a no play for me. You said it's gross. Let's hear it.
Spurs. Grabbing some Spurs, who are 1-9 in their last 10. 4-6 against the spread in their last 10. It's a home dog. Pelicans coming off of a 128-83 win against Golden State. Granted, it was a Golden State without their big guys, but still, this is a I don't want to say a letdown spot, but it's definitely a spot that I'm going after the Spurs. Home dog today plus the 7, or I got 7 and a hook. It's actually dropped a little bit, so that's nice to see. Give me the Spurs today in an ugly play.
I love some ugly plays. Nothing wrong with ugly.
Damn right. I mean, you're ugly, so it works.
Yeah, embrace the. Hey, wait a minute.
We'll move on.
Yes, we will. The Utah Jazz are 11.5-point home favorites against the Detroit Pistons. Total 232.5 in this game. I have this game projected at Utah -13. So 1.5-point value towards the Jazz. And I have this as 232. So it's a no play for me in this one.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing in this game. If anything, it's a lean towards Detroit. But still no Cunningham, no Isaiah Stewart, no Sadiq Bey for Detroit. So they're without 3 of their better players. Mike Conley's out for Utah today. This game is not something I wanted to go after. So this one was a complete stay away. I'm not laying more than 10 points on a team in the NBA, especially the Utah Jazz, who I will trust as a dog. I will not trust as a favorite.
Understandable. Yeah, that's not a team I'm trusting to lay more, not just lay points with, but double digit with.
That's fair. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Bojan, former team, 20 points tonight. That's right. Bojan did play for the Jazz, so that works. Let's move on to these, Nick. The last game of the card.
Yeah, we have the Golden State Warriors. They're 9-point home favorites against the LA Clippers. Total of 223 in this game. I did make a play on this one. I have this game projected for Golden State minus 3.5 and a total of 222.5. I am not high on this Golden State Warriors team at all. And one thing they've really struggled to do this year is cover spreads. I'm going to take 9 with the LA Clippers here. I see a decent amount of value with that play. So Clippers here.
I don't hate it. Darn, they don't have. I was trying to find player props. They don't have a point total for PJ Tucker. That sucks. Oh no, but I was gonna go and see what is the point prop for Mr. Bogdanovich. 20 and a hook. I'll take that. I'll take 20 and a hook on Bogdanovich against his former team. That sounds like fun. Anyways, complete pass on this game. I'm not in the mix of trying to get in front of the Warriors at home because the Warriors do all their winning at home. 7-1 at home, 5-3 against the spread. But I'm not in the business of laying 9 points on them. The Clippers on the road, 5-3, 5-3 against the spread. So at least they're decent on the road. But big reason why this is a 9.5 point spread, Nick. No George, no Leonard.
Oh, shocker.
So
I'm so surprised.
So Golden State by 20, but that's not the point. I would lean towards Golden State, but I'm not in the business of laying that many points. So pass.
Understandable.
There we go. Which will now bring us. Actually, hold on. There was a couple chats, but we're about to head to the ice. The show was over so fast yesterday. I didn't even get to drop my favorite Sabres same game parlay money line over an anytime goal scorer from Tage, Mr. TNT Thompson. There you go. I even mix in a anytime goal from Caulfield. There you go.
That hit too.
All right, Nick. To the ice, and we'll start off with the Carolina Hurricanes hosting the Arizona Coyotes. The Canes are sitting around minus 350 with a total of 6. I'll go ahead and check SeatGeek if the tickets went down to see if we go to a game tonight. But Nick, Yotes and Hurricanes.
Yeah, you can go check SeatGeek for the tickets. And when you're there, you can use promo code ESB to save $20 off your first purchase. Official sponsor of Earle Sports Bets. Shameless plug. But yeah, we get the Hurricanes as pretty decent sized favorites in this game. And with Vejmelka and net, I actually have this game projected basically at a pick'em. Obviously, it's not a pick'em, but with Ranta and Vejmelka, I do see a goaltending advantage with Arizona in this game, and I do not see why we should be laying 350 with the Hurricanes. I get it. The Hurricanes are a good hockey team. They've lost 3 games in a row, all in overtime. They've been playing really close games. So yes, the Arizona Coyotes are on my card today. Arizona plus 305. I also took a little bit of Carolina team total under 3.5. That was at plus 135, and I have the full game under 6. So I have this as a game where I can see Vejmelka standing on his head, stopping 42 of 43 shots, and the Arizona Coyotes win 2-1 in this game. So I'm going to go ahead, take Arizona money line plus 305, along with the team total under for Carolina and the full game under as well.
There you go. I'm happy I bet my first half plays in the college basketball for Toledo to be up 12, Rhode Island to be losing, and Long Island to be down 9. So happy I did that. But there you go, Coyotes. Looking at Arizona plus 1.5 in the under. You get that.
Yes.
We'll go ahead on to this one. The St. Louis Blues are in Buffalo because the Sabres are back on their cup run after last night. So Sabres for the cup. Blues are minus 145. 6.5 is the total in this game.
I did not get to anything in this game. I had this game projected actually pretty close. So not anything I wanted to get involved with. I have this game projected for 3.32 to 3.06. And that's with me putting Luukkonen's number as at a 1 because we haven't seen enough from him. If I put his actual number in, because he's only made one start, it's well below average, and the Blues should blow him out. But I'm giving UPL the benefit of the doubt here for one game, for his first game. So this game ended up being a pass for me. I lean Blues. I lean over. I didn't bet either of those. Even though my projections suggest an under in this game, I adjusted UPL's numbers so one game sample size didn't skew the entire game numbers. So this was a stay off for me. But I would like to see the Blues continue getting back on track because this is a team that I'm really high on entering the year.
That's fair.
And have futures on.
Sabres money line. We'll go ahead, keep on rolling through the ice, skating through. The fake Jets are in Minnesota taking on the Wild. The Wild are minus 155, total of 6 in this game.
Yeah, I love that the Wild are this big of a favorite in this one here. I had the Jets projected to win this game 3.27 to 3.06. And with the Wild being as big of a favorite as they are, I was able to get a decent price for the Winnipeg Jets team total over, as well as grabbing the Jets to win this game outright at plus 140. I got their team total over 2.5 at minus 130. I have them projected for 3.27 goals, so I see value in that line. It's still going to be Gustafsson, which I think at the end of the day is a nice backup / AHL goaltender. He's not somebody you should be relying on as a starting role. Obviously, Marc-Andre Fleury is out right now, so no Flower, no Wild for me. And I'm going to be on the Jets here. I see a massive goaltending advantage with Connor Hellebuck. And I see the Jets putting up at least 3 goals on the Wild here. So the Jets are a team I've been backing a decent amount this year, I've noticed. They've been one of those teams that grade out really well. My model loves good goaltending. Like, that's one of the top things my model will back a lot. And that's why I've noticed I've been on the Flyers a lot. I've been on the Jets a lot. I've been on the Islanders a lot. Like, those teams with really, really good goaltending. Those are the teams that generally my model wants to back, and it's no different here. Give me the Jets. Money line and team total over.
There you go. Running with the fake Jets today. We'll keep on. Oh, yeah. It's Minnesota Mile time.
Yes.
There you go. We'll keep rolling through, Nick.
Yeah.
The Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers. It's a pick 'em in this game. Total of 6 and a hook. Thoughts?
Yeah, I got to both the side and the total in this one here. I'm not as confident in the side now that I know who's in net for Florida. I'm hoping they go with Ullmark. It looks like they're going to go with Swayman, which his numbers have been slightly worse. When I originally projected this, I had Swayman and Knight and Bobrovsky because that was what was projected, and they switched it up on me and went to Knight. So now I have this game projected 3.37 to 3.16 in favor of the Panthers, but I am on the Bruins, and this game now projected at 6.53, and I did get under 6.5 in this game. It is what it is. Sometimes when I project something and different goaltenders go in, my numbers get messed up a little bit. But I am on the Bruins in the under in this game. Not as confident in either of those plays anymore with Knight in net. I'm really hoping we get Ullmark, then I'll be a lot more confident in those plays. But for right now, it's Bruins and under for me, but low confidence level on this one here. I was expecting different goaltenders.
That's fair. I was actually looking at Florida puck line as my play of the day, but you had Boston, so couldn't do that. Ooey Pooey under, yes. Kansas. Have fun with that. We didn't bet that game. We have that one exactly on. So, no thoughts on that Kansas game. We'll keep going through where we see the hottest team in hockey, the New Jersey Devils. They're minus 135 favorites hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. 6.5 is your total in this game.
Yeah, it looks like some money's come in on on the Leafs overnight, which has dropped this line a little bit, which is disappointing. And I did make a play on the under in this game. Under 6.5 minus 113 is what I got. I'm mad because I was waiting out yesterday because I liked the 6.5, but I wanted that 7 and it was juiced towards the over. Now it's juiced towards the under, and I had to grab the under there at juiced. But it is what it is. I got under 6.5 in this game, and I really wanted to get involved with the Toronto Maple Leafs in this spot because at the minus 115 price tag, sure, where the Devils opened up, sure, there's value on the Devils. But once that line moved to a point where now I was hoping to see $1.40. I got up to, I think, $1.30 yesterday with the Leafs. I had this game projected 0.06 goals apart. So I did see some value here with the Leafs at a decent plus price tag around that 135, 140 range. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get that high anymore. Maybe if the public comes in and hammers the Devils because they're on a 13-game win streak, maybe I can get the value there with the Leafs. Maybe a team total under for the Devils as well could be interesting at 3.5. But for me right now, I'm just going to stick with the under.
There you go. IUPUI plays at 5. They play at 5 o'clock today. We'll go ahead and keep on rolling through probably the game of the day, the Montreal Canadiens and the Columbus Blue Jackets. This one's about a pick 'em with a total of 6 and a hook. Thoughts on this one, Nick?
Yeah, I did get involved with this one here. And one thing that I've noticed with the Montreal Canadiens this year is they're not a great team, but one thing that they can hang their hat on is there's not that much of a fall off between their starting goaltender and their backup goaltender. Both of them have been actually pretty good. Montembeault has a 0.87 goalie rating. Korpisalo 0.96. I had this game projected 3.26 to 3.04 in favor of Les Montreal Canadiens. So I got involved here at plus 103, and I know they're on a second half of a back-to-back, and they just got blown out versus Buffalo yesterday. The fact that they got blown out against Buffalo makes me want them even more. Because what would you rather do, Tim? You get blown out 7-2. Would you rather wait a couple days to play your next game or get right back on the ice and be able to play another hockey game and try to fix those things?
Not a bad point.
I love the Canadiens in this spot here. I think that they come out here and they beat up on a bad Columbus team. So I took the Montreal Canadiens plus 103 on the money line against Columbus in this spot.
Right on. Get it. Couple more comments. Bradley plus 3 and a hook. And Arkansas on the money line. Let's see, did we have Bradley in here, right? Bradley, we don't have a line for. I guess that was an extra game. Arkansas, we don't have anything for Arkansas. I promise you, when all these little tournaments and stuff are over, it's gonna be a lot better.
Yes.
Because I don't have those games because I don't even have them playing. I know they're playing, but I don't even have the games up. So, Blue Jackets money line.
No.
No. UNLV minus 4 and a hook. That one I know we have. We have them at minus 3, so lean towards Minnesota. Mount St. Mary's or St. Mary's. 8 and a hook. We have it at exactly 8 and a hook. So there you go. Is that the same with the Canadiens goalie?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just read the comment.
I don't know what clarify.
Okay. Pepperdine, plus 15 and a hook. We have UCLA as a 13-point fave, so sure, that's not a bad option. Let's keep on rolling through these games. The Calgary Flames, Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins minus 115, 6.5 is your total in this game.
Yeah, I did make a play on this one here. I like this game a little bit. And one thing that let me grab my rankings here. It is projected or confirmed Christian Yari, which does pump my my confidence a little bit or lower it a little bit. But I do have this game projected 3.45 to 3.25 in favor of the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game. 6.7 projected goals in this one. So I do lean towards an over in this game as well. But I'm just going to be on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I got them personally at minus 119. This is a tough road trip for the Calgary Flames as well right now that they're going through. And I think eventually we're going to see a Markstrom, or not a Markstrom sighting, a Villar sighting Vladar, and he is definitely a downgrade. So it's either going to be here, or I believe they play one more game on the East Coast against Washington. You may see Vladar there. But I think that this is going to be a game where the Penguins take care of business. I like the Penguins here, minus 119.
That's fair. He meant as last night, same Canadians goalie as last night.
No, it's I believe it's going to be Samuel Montembeault, not Jake Allen.
There you go.
Unless
Calgary,
they kept Montembeault in the
Pitt,
whole game,
over.
I didn't see.
Calgary, Pitt over?
I would lean that way.
That's fair. Let's keep on rolling. The Edmonton Oilers are in New York taking on the Islanders. Islanders are minus 115 favorite, total of 6 and a hook.
Yeah, I got this one at a really nice price because I noticed that when I was looking over the games to add my team totals this morning, this line moved about 20 cents of juice. I got under 6.5 at minus 105 in this game. It's now around a minus 125, minus 127. And one thing that makes me really happy that I saw was confirmed today was who's in net for the Islanders. I was worried a little bit it was going to be Semyon Varlamov. It is going to be Ilya Sorokin in net today, which is the much better option. And I'm projecting for the Oilers that it's going to be Stuart Skinner, which leads me to a 5.52 projected goal total for this game, which I got 6.5 at a basically a pick 'em price. Love that price. Minus 127. I'm fine with it as long as you get 6 and a hook in this game. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm interested in the New York Islanders, especially at a minus 115 price tag, which I think is very reasonable for the Islanders. Minus 120 price tag, very reasonable with the Islanders at home. I'm actually going to pull the trigger on that one as well. I'm taking the Islanders minus 120 in this game. I do see a nice little bit of edge with them here. Projected well. I think I have them projected to win by 0.4 goals, which in a game that I have total that low is a pretty decent edge here. So I'm going to take the Islanders money line. I was looking at the Oilers team total under. That's what I was originally going to be betting in this game to back the Islanders. But that went from a minus 150 for 3.5 to minus 165. With minus 150, I was fine with under 3.5, not at minus 165 though. So I'll take the New York Islanders money line here at minus 120 as well as the under 6.5.
There you go. Isles in the under. We'll keep on rolling, Nick, because the Flyers are in Washington taking on the Capitals. Capitals are minus 220 faves. 6 is your total.
Yeah, I'm tired of backing this Flyers team already. But once again, they grade out well because Carter Hart. And I feel like the way I'm going to be backing this Flyers team is because Carter Hart is coming back down to earth a little bit. He's no longer at that 0.5, whatever. He's 0.72. He's going to continue to come down a little bit. I have this game projected 2.8 to 2.4 in favor of the Flyers. I'm not betting the money line, though, and I'm not going to bet them to win the game. I am going to bet them to keep the Capitals score low. I took the team total under 3.5 with the Capitals at minus 105. I took the full game under 6. I expect the Capitals offensively have really struggled, especially with TJ Oshie out. I am looking forward to seeing what and look at what we have to lay with the Capitals here at home. Minus 220. That opened up a perfect opportunity for me to get a 3.5 team total at a nice price. That's what I look at when I like unders and I see a favorites that big. I'm always looking toward the under 3.5 in that because you can get a nice price here. So give me the Capitals team total under 3.5. I got it at minus 105, and I got the full game under 6 as well.
There you go. There you go. We'll keep on rolling because the Nashville Predators are in Detroit taking on the Red Wings. To pick them, 6 is your total.
Yeah, this is not a game I had much interest in. I didn't get involved with it. Yeah,
That's
what my
fair.
numbers were for this one here. There we go. I had this game projected for Husso and Saros. Let's make sure it is Husso and Saros. Because if they throw Nedeljkovic in my face, maybe then we'll be talking. But no. It might be Nedeljkovic. That's something that I keep an eye out for because I do think there is a decent difference between Nedeljkovic and Husso. Nedeljkovic has not been very good this year. If it is Nedeljkovic, I might get involved with the Red Wings here at a pick'em price because I have this game projected for 3.11 to 2.83 in favor of the Preds. So it's a lean towards the Predators right now. Actually, yeah, no. If it's Nedeljkovic, I'm gonna make a play on the Preds. That's what I'm gonna do in this game because even with Husso in, I totally read my chart wrong here. Even with Husso in, I see value with Nashville in this spot, and if it's Nedeljkovic, I'll see even more value with Nashville. So I think Nashville money line is going to make my my card here. Let me just take a look at what the price is for them now. But I think Nashville is going to make my card today at a minus 101. Yeah, sign me up for Nashville money line minus 101 versus the Detroit Red Wings with Husso or Nedeljkovic. There's value on that line.
I like it. You get that. We'll keep on rolling through. Capitals team total over and under. I'm sick of the Flyers becoming what I thought they were going to be in the season.
Yeah, the Flyers are becoming exactly what we anticipated they were going to be.
All right, 5 games left, Nick. Blackhawks and the Stars. Stars a slight minus 300 favorite. 6 is the total.
Yeah, they're 300 favorite, but you're actually able to get their puck line at a reasonable price at $1.10, which I'm totally cool with in this spot here. I have them projected 3.32 to 2. And 5.33 projected goals in this game. So I lean under in this spot as well. I did not pull the trigger on the under because I can see the Blackhawks giving up 4 or 5 goals by themselves here. Soderblom has been decent though. He has regressed a little bit. But looking at this spot for me here, I usually don't lay these type of numbers, but I did here $1.10 for the Stars minus 1.5 in this game. Because the Stars have been that good, especially at home, and the Blackhawks are starting to regress a little bit.
There you go. Taking the square play. Let's get it.
Hey, I want it back Ottinger, so that is what it is.
Well, we'll go to the next game where I'm hoping we can see a quack attack because the third best New York team is minus 155 in Anaheim taking on the Ducks. 6 is your total in this game, Nick.
We already talked about the Sabres. Oh, the Rangers. Yeah, the Rangers are on a second half of a back-to-back here in this game. So expect Yaroslav Halak and possibly an Anthony Stolar sighting in this game as well. I'm going to take the goalie situation out of Anaheim and focus strictly on the Anaheim Ducks versus Yaroslav Halak here, which I have projected for 3.44 goals today, and I'm getting 2.5 out of team total here. I think this is the first time in a very long time I backed the Ducks, but this is the right spot to back him here against Yaroslav Halak and a team on a back-to-back. I believe the last game of West Coast road trip for these New York Rangers as well. I'm not taking the Ducks to win the game outright because I don't trust the Ducks to win games, especially in regulation. If the Ducks do win this game, a draw is not a bad bet for this one here. But I'm going to take the Ducks team total over and the full game over in this game. After this, the Rangers will be heading home to play the Oilers and the Devils. So then they have, obviously, the Thanksgiving break to travel back. But yeah, Rangers probably looking to head home. They have their backup goaltender in net. Don't be surprised if the Ducks win this game outright. I'm going to take the Ducks team total over and the full game over.
Ducks. All right, let's get it. Back to the chat. Over in Chicago and Dallas. That's fair. Did you touch on Zach Attack supposedly benched for this week's game against the Bears? This is just to send a message. Even though he's 5-2 as a starter and only losses were to the number 2 defense in football and the Patriots, I guess that makes sense to try to send a message to the team. Now, are we going to see Mitch White or Joe Flacco? I don't know. I think the Jets win by double digits. So let's get it. We'll go ahead and move on. The San Jose Sharks and the Seattle Kraken. Kraken 175 favorites. 6 is your total in this game, Nick.
Yeah, I did not get involved in this one here. This one was a game that I believe this game is like spot on. For where I have projected. I have projected 2.99 to 2.61 in favor of the Kraken. Don't know if that's justified of a minus 175 price tag. I have this game projected at 5.60 goals. So 0.4 goals value on the under here in this spot. Not one I particularly pulled the trigger on. This is not a game I'm very much interested in. So this one was one of my only passes of the day.
There you go. You don't have to bet on everything.
Yeah.
Release the Kraken. All right, Nick. We get the Canucks and the Avalanche up next. The Avalanche are minus 190 with a total of 6 and a hook. Fire away with this one.
Avalanche blowout. I mean, this is a continuation of fading Demko, who has been horrible this year. Has been getting slightly better, but I have this game projected 3.99 to 2.4. So I see this as a decent spread margin here. You're getting plus money for it. And I also took, with having the Avalanche projected at 4 goals, I took the Avalanche team total over 3.5 as well. That one's at minus 130, as well as the Avalanche puck line at plus 125. I think this is a game where you can't trust the Vancouver Canucks. Now they're traveling into Colorado against still a good Avalanche team, very good Avalanche team. And I think that they're able to put up some goals against Demko here. So Avalanche team total over, and then the puck line as well.
All right, Avalanche it is for that one. And then we'll head to the final game of the day, which is the Ottawa Senators and the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas minus 225, 6.5 is your total in this game.
Yeah, this is not one I got involved with, actually. And if I had to, I'd probably look at taking a dog here. Cam Talbot's actually been slightly above average with Ottawa so far this season. And Thompson has come back down to earth a little bit, but he's still been very good. I have the Knights winning this game 3.29 to 2.97. So I do see this as a little bit of a closer game. 6.26 projected goals in this one. So it's a slight lean towards maybe a Vegas under in this one. But this one was a no play for me. If I had to get involved in anything here, actually, I think we could see some value here with the team total over with the Ottawa Senators at 2.5. I want to see what that number is real quick before we move on and finish up this slate. Because at plus 200, you're getting minus 130 with the Ottawa Senators team total over. I am definitely interested in that. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to take the Ottawa Senators team total over 2.5. I do see some value on that line, projecting them for almost 3 goals. So I'm going to take the Sens team total over 3.5 or 2.5 at minus 130 to end the slate.
That's fair. That is everything for today. I hope the Avalanche fall behind to the Canucks, since no one knows how to collapse better than the Vancouver.
I hope they just run away with the game so they catch the puck line.
Vegas, team total over. Slight look at the over. Don't hate it. That is everything for today. We'll go ahead, quickly pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, USP Sports, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Check out the official sponsor, DraftKings. Bet $5 on any NFL team, and you'll receive $200 in free bets. Use the link down in the description down below, or use the promo code EarlePMP when you guys download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And then finally, make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. A little bit of a recap for me today. Going Wisconsin in college ball. We're going Indiana plus the 1. Going over in the Philadelphia 76ers game. Going with the Raptors. I got them on the money line. I go in the Kings. And I finish it out with the Spurs. Nick?
Yeah. In the NBA, I am rocking with, let me get it up real quick. There we go. Philadelphia 76ers at plus 4.5. Toronto Raptors at $1.40 money line. Under 232.5. Denver and OKC. Clippers plus 9 in the NHL. I got a pretty good size card for today. Very excited. Let me refresh it because I didn't it has to update with the plays I added on during the show. I love adding on plays during the show that I really like because when I talk over games, sometimes I notice value. Nashville Predators pick them or minus 101. Montreal Canadiens money line. Carolina team total under and the full game under, as well as a shot with the Arizona Coyotes money line. Winnipeg plus 140 and team total over 2.5. Pittsburgh Penguins minus 119. Bruins plus 105. Under 6.5. Boston and Florida. Washington under 3.5 team total and full game under 6. Islanders money line, full game under 6.5. Dallas minus 1.5. Ottawa team total over 2.5. Anaheim team total over 2.5 and the full game over 6. Chicago team total over 3.5 as well as the puck line.
There we go. That is everything for today. Nick, finish on out.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. Well, thank you guys, as always, for watching. Good luck.
See you guys.